Texas Drew, and to my left, I always got them. It's beautiful Amanda Rogan.
What up? What up?
Yes, we got a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show today, and lots to get into. So for those who are listening out there, make sure you keep your hands clean and yourself very, very. I guess what?
Sanitize.
There you go. That's the word that I'm looking for.
Sanitize.
Yes, especially with that.
Cover your mouth.
Oh,
when you sneeze. Oh. And cough.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yes, just saying.
Just letting you know.
Just letting you know that always helps.
Yeah.
That always helps.
But we're fine.
Everybody's
gonna be fine.
Yes, everything is gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
Fine.
But there is a lot of stuff going on because of that Corona thing.
Yeah, bro. Lots of shit.
But let's go ahead and start this off and kick this off with Black Widow. Her new and final trailer dropped this past week. So
nice.
Yes, and you've never seen it. So that's the reason why I'm excited about doing this, because she's never seen it. So you're gonna get her first live reaction. Like always, I love to do this. She never knows about it. I always like surprising her like this, y'all. It's great. It's fun. I like everybody for tuning in right now. Arturo and Roger, appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I'm not sure who this is fun for.
But it's fun for me and maybe the viewers out there who watch the show.
What if I cry?
If you cry, you cry. If you laugh, you laugh. Everybody will see it. It is live here at Pub Sports Radio. Go ahead and check it out on Facebook at Pub Sports Radio. And I saw other live streams as well. So, are you ready? Let's get into it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's get into it. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready, press play.
I don't have a choice. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hang tough.
Your husband, he renovates houses. You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down. That's not my story.
So excited about this movie.
I made mistakes.
Ooh.
A lot of enemies.
Who's that?
His call signs tells
We'll talk about him in a minute.
He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated, fully conscious, but no choices. I should have come back for you. How many others are there? Enough. We have to go back to where it all started. Said I never do that to anyone again.
We're not in with you. We fight with you.
You won't win. I've always felt it best. You have to look into the past.
It's gonna be a good movie, y'all.
My plan was to drive us away.
Is that who I think it is?
Sometimes we all have to choose.
Maybe.
Oh no, it's not. Okay.
My choice.
Holy shit, she's such a badass. Oh my god, who's that guy? What is he doing? I'm not gonna cry because I know she doesn't die. So oh my god.
Here's what's gonna happen. Natasha, don't slouch. I'm not slouching. You'll go get the big punch.
Listen to him, Mom.
Oh my god, this.
I'm
All right, enough. All of you. You didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So confused.
Yes. As like always. But yes.
Yeah, that's my middle name's confused.
Yes. So if you guys haven't seen the new final trailer of Black Widow, appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have not seen it, okay,
It's badass so far.
you have to go see it.
She fucked shit up, bro.
Okay.
She fucked shit up.
So when you saw Amanda's reaction and she kept on asking, who is this guy? Who is this guy? All right. So for nerds like myself, know who this person is and already know what's going on. The villain in this movie is called Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Okay. Now, his little background, Taskmaster, basically what he does as a villain, he's a copycat. So you saw the trailer, okay? You saw some of the trailer, right? Of him fighting.
Wait, what do you mean he's a copycat?
I'm gonna let you know right now. You saw some. Okay, for instance, that's
right here,
that
what I'm
right
saying,
there.
that looks familiar to me.
Who does that look
That's
like?
Hawkeye.
Okay,
bro.
okay, and
That's why I said. That's why I
and
was
when
like,
you
who
saw
is
him
that?
do this,
Oh, well, that's Black Panther.
okay, and when you saw him
Like fly in the air, like Thor.
No, did you see who he was looking at? On the part where he was looking at surveillance footage of something.
No.
No.
Was he? When is this time period? Though?
This
like,
okay. This is in
We're
between.
going
Okay,
back.
this is in between Civil War. This is the events in between Civil War and Infinity War. Okay, this is in between those two. Because remember how in Civil War, she took off. She had to go on a run because she was helping Cap.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we see her in Infinity War with blonde hair. All right. So this is in between those two movies.
So this isn't
After Endgame, no.
backstory.
No, this is we could get some backstory of her and some of her history in this movie, yes.
So this is
But-
this is another, this is another part of what's going on during
Within the MCU,
yeah,
yes, within the
like,
events
while
of the
all these other
MCU.
things are going on, then this is going on, so she's got to go fight her own.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Pretty much like how Captain Marvel was set in the 90s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that was before all of Endgame and Avengers and all that.
But
You
that's
know
what I'm saying. I mean, that's her story.
Right.
That's her story. Like we had to. That's her.
Well, yeah, that was
not
her.
a
That
backstory.
it's not a back. That's just her story. So within this one,
this is a story, not a backstory. See, and I want to see a backstory.
well, that's what I'm saying. We could get we
I know
could.
we could get there.
It's gonna
We're
get. It's gonna end. It's gonna be in there. We already know some of her backstory already about
Yeah.
her red on her ledger and all that stuff. This movie could show us
Yeah.
that red in the ledger.
And she said mom and dad.
Okay, so
And she said mom and dad.
listen to the fam. Listen to your mother. Up. So
yeah, and she's got a sister now, and then she's like, I'm confused. I'm so
the
confused.
characters basically that you see in this movie, for instance, Rachel Rise is Melina, is playing her so-called mother.
What is her name? Hold on.
Melina Voskov. Voskov.
Vostokov.
Yes.
Vostokov.
And then, for instance, David Harbour from
Iron
Stranger
Man's in
Things. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. Spoiler alert. He's mad. I'm sorry.
Anyways, no, that's not even a fact. But
well, why is he?
can you just
Okay.
let us finish what we're talking about here?
Talking about it.
So, as for instance, David Harbour,
Uh-huh.
who said, "Listen to your mother," and he's from Stranger Things. Who's basically playing the red.
Yeah, get on with that. He's playing.
So, anyways, yeah. So, for instance, they're all part of the Red Room, as so called. So they're the spy family. So they're a spy family.
But I'm confused. They're all part of this red room. Wherever
They're
she's from.
part of what Natasha used to be.
Okay. All right. That's all I'm gonna get. Okay. Fine.
That's-
I mean, I know. Okay, fine. I'm dealing with it. What do you want me to say?
Well,
I'm
what
gonna
more do you
watch
want to
it.
know?
I want. How did they become a unit? How did they?
We have to watch the movie.
That's why I'm saying I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay, fine.
So,
That's
but
what
as
I'm
of right
saying.
now, that's basically her family that she had when she was doing her spy stuff for the Red Room,
Okay.
for Russia, or wherever this Russian room is at.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
So that's where we are, and then of course, Florence is in here too. Florence Pugh, who's also was in Fighting with My Family and Little Women. She basically plays her sister in this movie, her younger sister. So that's, I mean, this movie is gonna be stacked. It's with a lot of talent. Of course,
Downey Jr.'s in it.
supposedly he's in it.
It's on IMDb.
Supposedly he's in it. It's a rumor.
It's on IMDb.
But the only reason why I kind of say and maybe shut this down is because his contract is already up,
it does say rumored.
and he said he's done with the character. He said he was done with the character, that he doesn't want to do Iron Man anymore. But he's not cheap, y'all. He ain't cheap, especially for if it's a cameo appearance. But
Hey, they got money.
check this out.
It's Disney.
Check this out. If going with what Amanda said, saying he's gonna be in the movie, he could possibly be. Here's this. Check this theory out what I got right here.
Okay, go. I like theory time.
Okay.
Theory time.
So we all know what happens in Endgame with Black Widow. She sacrifices herself to get the Soul Stone, right?
He dies.
So everybody's saying, assuming Robert Downey's in the movie, where does he come in and where does he fit? Because if this is between Civil War and Infinity War, he was mad at Black Widow for what he did. for what she did in Civil War.
Mhm.
So where does he fit into this movie? Post-credit scenes. There's always a lot of post-credit scenes in Marvel movies. Check this out. In the deleted scenes of Avengers Endgame, when he does the snap, you know how Thanos goes and sees Gamora in Little Gamora in Infinity War, right? The Soul Stone part. And then in Endgame, it was supposed to be seeing his daughter. So check this out. They removed that from Endgame. So we didn't see that at all in the movies. But the deleted scenes there. But there's another deleted scene where it didn't make the bonus features cut. Okay. I don't know why or what. This could be the reason why. Post-credit scene.
Damn you, Russo brothers.
Post-credit scene in Black Widow. This is what I'm predicting what's going to happen. In the post-credit scene of Black Widow, we're going to see that pop up. The image of the Soul Stone world pop up. And you're going to see Robert. Like, it's going to start off like this. Just the water, right? And you see footsteps walking or whatever, right? And you see, starts zooming up. And you see Downey walking. But who's he walking to?
I don't know.
Natasha. He's walking to Natasha. Because you got to remember, she sacrificed herself to get the Soul Stone. So her soul is within the Soul Stone realm, where Robert Downey Jr., when he does his fingers and snaps the fingers, he goes into that realm, right? So the reason why he dies in Endgame is for a soul, for a soul.
A soul.
For a soul. That's how you get the stone, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why he dies in Endgame, not because of the gauntlet was so much for him.
You think he's bringing her back?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry just talking about it. Oh my God.
Yes.
I can't.
I think that's the reason why he dies. He sacrifices himself.
No.
To bring Natasha back.
What if we're already gonna see the new timeline that Cap created? What if? Just saying, what if?
It could be that too, but I'm just saying that I'm talking about the Robert Downey rumors.
I wouldn't be able to.
The Robert Downey rumors of him being in this movie.
I wouldn't be able
that
to
could be the reason why. That could be the when we know. Okay, speaking of that timeline, we know if that happens, that Cap does his thing, Iron Man could be alive in that timeline. Okay, but what I'm saying within what I'm saying within this realm, within this timeline, because this is in between Civil War and Endgame, is that he brings him. That's the post credit scene. That's where we see Robert Downey Jr. in this movie, because everybody's rumored about he's supposed to be in this movie. Like, it's going up to the major, like ComingSoon.net's reporting it, Cinema Blend's reporting it, Comic Book, all these big names are reporting supposedly he's going to be in this movie. Well, that's my prediction of him being in this movie. He's going to be at the end of the movie, post-credit scene, in the Soul Realm, walking up to Natasha, and Natasha's line is going to be, "Did we win?" And it's going to be, "At what cost did we win?" And it's basically going to be like, "For my life is whether we won." And he brings Natasha back. And Natasha's going to be basically
I have chills. I'm going to cry.
Isn't that cool?
I'm going to cry.
Isn't that so cool, huh?
I'm legit going to cry.
Yeah.
Legitly going to cry, like thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's if this whole rumor thing and everything like that is going on about it, that could be it. That could be it.
So much is happening in the Marvel universe.
A lot of stuff is happening within the Marvel universe.
And I love it. I love you, Marvel, because you always bring it. You always fucking bring it. You make me cry. You make me laugh. You make me want to stab you sometimes. You
Shit.
You make me want to commit murder sometimes.
Whoa.
I love it. I love it, Disney. You keep me on my toes. It's a roller coaster that I don't want to end. You are like pot.
You were like,
it's so great. I just can't stop smoking it. Yeah, it's so great. I love it.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, especially on Post Sports Radio. So we are live here downtown at Southtown 101 Studios. All right, let's go on and keep on moving on. Keep it on with the Marvel train. Love and Thunder. Thor, Love and Thunder.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
The only one to get a 4 movie, basically to get his own saga. Basically is what it is, because after a trilogy, it basically becomes a saga.
Yeah.
So,
which we found out by whoever said it.
Which
so
was
thank
by
you.
Sergio right there,
Thank
who's
you.
online watching.
Yay,
Appreciate it, Sergio.
Sergio.
With this Thor: Love and Thunder, we know that Taika is coming back as director. We
Yeah.
know Chris is coming back. We know
Valkyrie's
coming back. Trissa Thompson. We know Natalie Portman, Lady Thor, is coming out. So we're gonna see her in the MCU. Can't wait to see that. But another thing that I'm excited about to see is it's not supposedly, it's confirmed by Groot himself.
Yeah.
By I am Groot.
Groot confirmed this.
We are Groot.
Yes.
So by Groot himself has confirmed that the Guardians of the Galaxy will be in Thor: Love and Thunder. And everybody's like, well, how is that possible? Why are they going to cross them over? Why doesn't Guardians have their own franchise? Aren't they going to make their own movie? Well, yeah, they are going to make their own movie. But if you remember how Endgame ended, Thor left with the Guardians. And we all know that, Star-Lord is still is the captain of that ship. Of course. But yes, the Guardians are going to be in this movie, and I'm excited about it. There was when like I said, Groot himself confirmed this. Vin Diesel himself was doing press for Bloodshot. And of course, if you don't know what Bloodshot is, we'll talk about that very soon on the show, which comes out actually next week or this week. He was doing press interviews with for Bloodshot, and they asked him a question of where the Guardians of the Galaxy going to go, because James Gunn's already done with Suicide Squad. Basically, it's already in post-production. So it was basically asking about that, and he just went off and saying, well, I spoke to the director of Thor: Love and Thunder, which is Taika, and I love Taika. And he was saying that the Guardians are going to basically show up in Thor: Love and Thunder are going to be in the movie. So this is basically already confirmed by the director himself, Taika Waititi, and Oscar-winning director Taika Waititi, who won Best Original Screenplay for Jojo Rabbit, confirmed this already and already told this, and the script's already out. So it's just, I can't wait to see it. I wonder how Taika is gonna take the Guardians, basically too. Because if you saw how Thor Ragnarok was and how he brought his humor to that movie, and of course Taika is Korg.
Oh really? Is
yes.
that him?
Yes.
Really? I love
Hey
Korg.
man, it's me, man. Hey Korg.
Hey.
What's up? Name's Korg, man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey. I love him.
Let's
He's so
jump on the
funny.
Wi-Fi.
He's
huh?
so funny. I like him.
Yeah, so that's the
Oh,
director.
and then he thought he accidentally killed the guy, but he didn't kill him. He thought he stepped on him.
Oh,
yeah. Meek. Yeah, Meek's okay though. Meek was fine.
What do you say again, bro?
Yeah. Oh, I love when he comes out and he's like, hey Thor, this guy's he's telling me stuff again, Thor. And then Thor gets and he's like, yeah,
Noob 69.
yeah. He's like, listen here, noob.
This is Thor, God of Thunder. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's Taika's humor.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's Taika.
He's
That's
funny.
Taika Waititi is hilarious, and it's another movie you've probably already seen him in too. Green Lantern. He was in Green Lantern.
Shut up.
He was the one with the glasses.
He did the bad movie.
Yeah, he did the bad movie.
Well, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's it for another story. But anyway, appreciate Alfredo. Rick, thanks for tuning in.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay, I won't. Shh. Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Ruin his reputation.
Don't see that movie. But sticking on with Thor Ragnarok. Chingasi. I love that movie. It's so awesome. Thor: Love and Thunder.
It's a good movie. Thor: Love and Thunder.
I mean, Taika took that to new high. Not many. Should I say trilogies or the third movie of a franchise does that very well, or is that good? Thor Ragnarok is that good, and I can't wait to see Thor: Love and Thunder.
I mean, The Hobbit did pretty good. I'm just saying, Lord of the Rings did pretty good. So did Harry Potter.
What?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, not that many trilogies.
I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
The third Harry Potter was The Prisoner of Azkaban. It was, but it wasn't that good. I mean, like the Goblet of Fire and Order of Phoenix were better than that one.
I mean, yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So.
Still good.
But yes.
Nonetheless,
anyways, but still staying on with this Thor: Love and Thunder. I can't wait to see all that talent. And speaking on bringing in more talent, of course, y'all know about Kristen Bell, right?
No. What happened?
No. Nobody knows about Christian Bale.
Hurry
I know
up.
all those nerds do. So Christian Bale is attached to this movie.
Really?
Yes, he
Thor:
is.
Love and Thunder.
Into Thor: Love and Thunder, and he is in a undisclosed role. So it's hush hush,
Be a villain.
quiet.
Be a villain. I want to see you be a villain. I haven't seen you be a villain since like American Psycho.
That's you.
I want to see you be a villain. Do it for me.
And it's already been confirmed that he is
Do
going to
it.
play a villain, but we just don't know which one.
Do it. We want you to do it.
So he is going to play a villain.
Do it.
He is playing a villain.
I love you. when
He's
you're
gonna be
bad.
he's gonna play a villain
You're
in this
badass.
movie.
Christian, you're a badass. I like you. Do it. Yes. Be psycho. I want to see him like somebody.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like yeah, you know, there are some pretty crazy psycho ones
Yeah.
that are in the Thor realm that are freaking like
I mean, his
out
sister was
there.
pretty psycho. I'm just saying. I mean, sister's pretty crazy. So is Loki. Loki's pretty crazy
Loki's
himself.
nuts. He's the god of mischief.
What
bro.
did he say? What did he say that one time? He was like, this one time he threw a snake at me or something.
Oh, where he's
that.
like,
He turned into a
he turned
snake.
himself into a snake,
snake
and then
tried
he's
to bite
bite
me,
me.
like-
No, he turned himself into a snake, and he goes, I love snakes. He goes, I love snakes for a lot, and I picked it up, and then he goes, and then he stabbed me.
There you go. Then he stabbed me. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Who
and that's
does
Taika's.
that?
Yes, I was saying that's Taika's humor.
Evil as
So
fuck.
Christian Bale is playing a villain in this movie. We just don't know which villain it is because it's very hush hush.
It don't
and
matter.
when-
He's gonna be good.
Exactly.
He's gonna be good.
You know why is that? Why is a lot of DC talent going over to Marvel?
Oh, because they
Or a lot
suck.
of should I say a lot of
balls.
superheroes from DC go play a villain in Marvel. Like you had Batman, the original Batman, who's still the best Batman of all times, by the way. Michael Keaton go over and play a villain in Spider-Man in The Vulture. You have Christian Bale, who was a Batman and now playing a
'Cause
villain
they
in
suck.
Thor Ragnarok. I mean in Thor Love and Thunder. I'm just saying, like, why is there that's been happening a lot lately, you know? But yes, that's another big.
They want to
big-
make money.
Apparently,
They want to make money.
apparently they want to make money.
Yeah.
Apparently they want to make money, but you know,
It's the only way to do it. Marvel.
I mean, it's just sticking with the Empire and Disney in general. I mean, they're always making money, dude. But what I'm really read about and saw earlier today, actually, it was just been confirmed about one of my childhood. Everybody's childhood movies of all time when it comes to Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
And mind you, they've been working on this movie for over the past 5 years. This was supposed to be even come out before Lion King as a live action. But finally, they have their cast, or should I say their young cast for Pan and Wendy.
Hey man, greatness. There's no time on greatness. You can't.
You-
They could have waited for them to have been born, and I would have been fine with that as long as it's a good movie. That's all I care about. I want to be.
But
If I'm gonna go spend $20 fucking $30 at the movies, bitch, that shit better be good.
Better be good.
Why am I gonna go? Why am I gonna pay that money for a shitty ass film? That's why I won't go see DC movies at the movie theater because I'm paying for shit. It's shit, literally. Like I could wipe my ass with that money, and it would be better than what I just
Except
saw
for
on the
Suicide
TV.
Squad. Should I
I
say
don't
the
know.
Suicide Squad? But you're
I
gonna go
haven't
see it
seen
because of
I'm
James
gonna
Gunn.
go see it because it's James
Right.
Gunn. Okay, fine.
No, I'm just saying. No,
yes.
that's the
But
only
I'm
reason why
just
you're gonna go
saying,
see it because
I'm
of what
not
he's
gonna
done with
go-
Marvel.
You don't. I mean, you're not supposed to shit where you eat, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go
But
watch a shitty movie.
What's so cool about this movie is that now, like I said, they're taking about 5 years to make this movie, or just 5 years to find their actors to play Pan and Wendy, and it's their first major movie
Yeah.
for these young actors.
Yes.
Their first major
Yes.
movie, dude.
Major film. One of
major-
them has like little creds underneath.
And one of them has a famous mother, a famous actress mom.
She's the one who was in Resident Evil. She
Yeah,
played her.
Mila Jovinsky's daughter
Yeah, she
is gonna be Wendy in this movie.
Yeah.
She has done some movie. She was actually in the same movie in Resident Evil, playing a younger version of her mom.
Yeah.
The other actor on here is what's his name?
It was Anderson, wasn't it? I saw
No.
it somewhere. Alexander Monley. See?
Yes. And he was he's part
Oh,
of the Disney
Maloney.
he's part of the
The Reluctant Landlord.
he was part of Young Disney Junior, I think, at one point. So that's how he got into this. He had these young actors have not that much, should I say, not experience, but like time on screen, especially on a big major screen. You know, I mean, Amelia's daughter was only on the screen for a good 2 or 3 minutes out of the movie, and that was it. And so whoever saw, or whoever this casting director is for this movie, saw some talent. And you know, that's the funniest thing, is that when it comes to Disney or Marvel, they know exactly.
They're like Greg Popovich. He always finds like the best players.
Exactly.
They're like Disney
in the bottom of the barrel, or the late rounds. Yes.
Yeah. Look at Tom Holland. He was a nobody.
He did that one movie. What was it called? He was just a younger boy, but nobody knew. He was an unknown. Yes, exactly.
An unknown actor. And look at him now. Everybody knows Tom Holland's a household name.
He blew up.
He's a household name. I mean,
and I'd say he's the best spy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's number 1. Toby's number 2.
Yeah.
When it comes to Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, best Spider-Man, hands down. Yeah.
And if they okay, breaking news, heard it here first. If Sony, because Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, just gonna go off subject here for the Peter Pan real quick. If Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, speaking of which, of Spider-Man,
hot diggity, wait.
The new Spider-Man is already gonna start shooting pretty soon. So, anyways,
which I'm glad that we were able to do that.
Yeah,
because that was iffy. We weren't sure if we were gonna be able to do number 3,
but they got that locked down because of Tom Holland went over to Bob Iger's house, bought him.
Really?
Yeah, Tom Holland literally he even told the story himself that he went over to his house, to the CEO of Walt Disney Studios, and talked about it, hashed it out. We need to make a deal. I want to make a 3rd movie, and it got done with Sony.
Yeah.
So basically, Tom Holland was the one who took this.
Gotta get shit done, bro.
But anyways, when it comes to the rights of Spider-Man, Sony owns the rights.
Yeah.
And they're thinking about doing a live action into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So basically bringing back Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire.
Oh.
Within that realm, and of course also seeing Miles Morales as well, but that's either here nor there. That's a long shot. But going back to the live action Peter Pan and sticking with the Disney,
I'm disappointed I got real quickly.
The Disney umbrella.
See how it went real big, and then I went.
I'm excited about it, but you know what's crazy, dude, with this whole coronavirus thing is that
it's pushing shit back, man.
Yeah, it halted production.
You're fucking with my Marvel.
It halted productions on Falcon and Winter Soldier because they were supposed to be shooting somewhere in Prague or something like that.
Bullshit.
So they had called everybody back from there.
Trump is fucking coronavirus.
The Fast and the Furious franchise,
motherfucker, a whole fucking year, people
got pushed back.
Hear that shit?
A whole year.
12 fucking months. Bro.
It got pushed back a whole year because of this virus.
Some bullshit.
And then not only that got pushed back a whole. Okay, now why? Okay, people are saying when I broke this on my page, when I broke this on my Facebook page and on my social media outlets, you can check me out on Instagram as well too. People were like, "Wow, what? Why?" Because this movie was literally supposed to come out next month.
I know.
Like Fast 10 was supposed to come out next month, and they're like, why are they pushing it back? Because of the virus? Yeah. They don't want to fuck with their numbers. They want to get their numbers. They want to make their money. And they don't think that people, because of the virus, people are not going to go to the movie theaters.
Wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you cough. Cover your mouth when you sneeze.
Simple as that.
You're not going to get sick as long as you do those things. But if you're a nasty fuck and you don't wash your hands after you put shit in your mouth,
ew,
or you put your hands in your mouth, or you go to the bathroom, like I've seen 50 million people do not wash your hands, you gross bastards out there. Wash your hands. Don't be nasty.
Yes, and all because of this virus, it has delayed. It's even delayed Mulan. It's delayed Mulan. It's delayed New Mutants. All these movies are supposed to be coming out this month.
I mean,
I've been delayed.
Marvel. Like Mulan, yeah, okay, but I can deal. Like I've got the cartoon. I
want to see this Mulan straight up because it's nothing like the movie, the cartoon, which is kind of cool.
Well, that's
the first, like, not literally strict to live action.
That's why I'm not that. I'm not that like. I mean, yeah, it looks great. It looks like a good movie, but I want to see.
I know what you want to see.
I'm sorry, just like you guys out there would want to see Would you want to see like a fat Superman? No, like
It would be kind of funny.
Like, wouldn't you? Like, that's crazy.
We saw a fat Thor. What did you
Like,
think?
I mean, it was okay, I guess.
Ah.
Still hot. Still hot.
I'm
even
just
with the beer
saying.
belly.
I'm just
But
saying.
I'm just. I want to see you. How come Marvel got there? Fucking Iron Man. Hello, come on.
What about him?
Deadpool? I'm just saying, like, all these characters, you were literally like take them from the comic book and then throwing them up on the screen. And
Well, not all the. It's okay. For instance, like
you're not
Eternals.
doing
It's
that
not by
with-
the book for Eternals.
Oh,
The women,
come out yet.
I understand that, but they already know what the characters are, and all the characters of Eternals are pretty much men in the comic books.
Okay.
And half of the cast are played by women.
Well, that's not my fault. I didn't ask him to do
I'm
that.
not
just
complaining
saying.
about it,
well,
though.
that was a feminist. That wasn't me.
I'm not complaining about it, though.
I'm
all gun ho for that.
I'm all for woman power. Don't get me wrong, but I like.
But you're saying
the book. I like the original
you're saying
shit.
that some people, like, for instance, I'm not complaining about it. I'm excited to see the Internals.
I know, but there
and where
are
they
people.
going
There
with
are
it.
people that are complaining about it though. Like you're one side of the spectrum. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I'm the one I want to see my shit come out there. That's great. You want to get new shit? Call it something else. Don't call it Mulan. That's not Mulan then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you hear me?
I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you.
It's just,
I
it's not.
feel ya.
It's not. You could be like you could call it something else. Like I don't know, Mulan's something, a fucking journey to fucking nowhere. I don't know.
Well,
damn, like say some shit.
We're gonna come up
else.
when it comes up to new Mulan. We'll create a new Mulan title for you when we come back
I'm
here
just a picky
at the
bitch.
film room. We're live here downtown at Southtown 101 here at Pub Sports Radio Studio. So we'll be right back in about a few minutes or so. You guys stay tuned to the film room. She got me all messed up. Jesus. Na 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 na. Na, 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 na.
Just in case you're wondering, we're
Na, na,
dancing
na,
to
na, na.
Sublime.
La,
Date
la,
Rape.
la, la, la.
One of my favorite songs.
Want to, she didn't want to, she didn't want to, she didn't want to.
Date Rape.
All right, welcome back to the film room. Yes, we are back here live down here at Southtown 101. We are in Pub Sports Radio Studios coming at ya live here on this Thursday night, coming to you on the second half of our show. And our second half of our show, of course, you know, if you always watch, you've always tuned in, you know what it is, you know what we talk about. Going into the sports side of this realm or this spectrum.
Again.
Man.
Wash your fucking hands, people. Again.
Warning.
Wash your fucking hands.
I mean.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell them what they did. Tell them what they did because they didn't wash their hands. Tell them what they did. Go ahead.
This, I mean, it really is. I mean, it's like, it's getting out of hand and crazy, and it's very pandemic to where it's actually hitting the sports realm in a big major way. For 30 days, we're not going to have any NBA.
That's crazy.
We're not going to have any March Madness. Men and women NCAA tournaments have been canceled.
No, lots of
so
stuff.
My bracket's already been busted, even though I already filled it out a long time ago. No, I'm just playing, but I already know my bracket's already busted because you can't do it. No. And all the promotions that they have where people can win $1 million if you have a perfect bracket can't play. And not to mention the people that can't play that game, or the players who can't play in general. It's all the money that these cities, these workers are losing because of the cancellation.
Think about all the ushers,
because of this virus,
the janitors, the people who sell tickets.
Because of this virus, it's gone.
Stands. You they don't have money to support their families.
No, they don't.
Again, no motherfuckers can wash those hands. I mean, if we washed our hands and use good hygiene, like, wouldn't spread.
I mean, when it comes to, I mean, if you guys know and already seen about Rudy Gobert, who is the center for the Utah Jazz, who has been diagnosed with
he was just being a dick.
Coronavirus. Yeah, and if you've seen that video of him just touching everything in the mics, I mean, come on, dude, that was uncalled for. And he already knew supposedly that he was diagnosed already, and he still did that. And not to mention, he did give it to one of his players, and Donovan Mitchell, who has it because of this.
I mean, these people,
and not to mention that he traveled with the team to others. They played 4 games in 5 nights.
He knew, and he was just still playing and just chilling. Like,
whatever. He wasn't playing. He was on the bench. He didn't play.
But he still went.
Exactly.
Why?
I don't know.
Psychotic.
I don't know when he got diagnosed or how long he knew.
Patient zero.
But still, well, we haven't had anybody rise from the dead yet, so it's not a Z virus yet. So we'll stick with the corona.
I don't know. And you guys, what is this business about everybody stockpiling our toilet paper? Nowhere in the symptoms anywhere does it say that you are going to uncontrollably shit yourself.
Oh my god!
It is like lack of breathing, and fever, and a cough. What the fuck?
Oh my! I mean,
what's wrong with you people?
I mean, it's just
you're doing what you did with the gas. Stop buying the fucking toilet paper, or else you're not gonna have enough to wipe your own ass later. Your neighbor's gonna come knock on your damn door and be like, "I need a roll, bro."
It's just crazy though. I mean, first it started off as only players can go to the games and play, and their family members can come in and the personnel. First, it was going to be like that, and then for the NBA,
so no audience.
Yeah, pretty much for
Whoever
the NBA
was tuning in.
For the NBA, it was they were going to play no crowds, nobody was there. They were still going to go to the stadium and play the games. But ever since pretty much this started with the NCAA, as they were the first, or should I say, Duke University were the first ones to shut down everything when it comes to the athletic programs, because the athletic programs, they travel a lot, right?
Yeah, they bring.
So they were the first ones to shut down
crowds.
all athletic programs. We're stating this from the athletic director there, saying that if they still had the NCAA tournament going on, Duke wasn't going to participate. Period. So the university already called that. So once that was, and basically the athletic department head honcho of the university is also the head honcho chairman of the NCAA tournament as well. So dominoes started to fall.
Bro.
All Power 5 conferences canceled their conference games first. Then it went to the NCAA canceling the tournament itself, men's and women's. Then it was MLB canceling their spring season. Then it was NHL suspending their entire season until further notice.
That's crazy.
So because of this virus, because of this pandemic, a lot of stuff is happening where it not just affects the players, it affects the people who work in these stadiums. They're not going to get paid. And you know what's kind of cool, though? What I kind of give props to, Mark Cuban.
Oh, what'd he do?
Mark Cuban, and not that many people like Mark Cuban, especially when it comes to Spurs fans in San Antonio. But he, for his staff.
Oh, his staff.
Of course, I mean,
so you got to work for Mark Cuban.
Pretty much. You got to work for the Dallas Mavericks organization or work within that arena or whatever. But
what do you do?
He's coming up with to kind of like a paid leave.
Okay,
pretty
like
much
FMLA kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
For the time being of they're not, participating or whatever.
I'll still pay you your regular, your regular 40.
Correct.
No OT, no nothing. You ain't gonna come to work, but I'm paying.
Right.
Good job, Mark Cuban.
And another thing, props to Kevin Love as well, who donated $100K to the people who worked in the Quick Loans Arena in Cleveland.
Oh, cool. That's really nice.
So he donated some of his cash. And that, like I said, the players are not getting paid. Players are not getting paid at all because they're not playing. You have to pay. You have to basically pay to play. Yeah.
So
if you want to get paid, you got to play.
So they're losing money.
So they're losing money. So check this out. Here's a number for you. How much?
Well, I hope they saved.
LeBron James. Everybody know who LeBron James is, right? If this prolongs like how it's gonna prolong, Amanda, hi from Luis Miguel. So say hi.
Hey, Liz. What up,
What's
girl?
up? What's up? Hola.
Hey. Girl. How the kids?
Already started a conversation on the air. All right. But yeah, going to dang, I lost my train of thought. Son of a bitch. No, I'm just playing.
No, I'm sorry. It's Liz's fault.
Thanks, you lost the train of thought. No, going back to Mark Cuban about how he's doing his plan or whatever, and how Kevin Love donated his money. The players, I'm giving you a number here, since they have to basically play to get paid.
Pay to play.
So if this prolongs all the way out until say the end of the season where it's supposed to go, LeBron James are going to be losing out $9 million because of the coronavirus.
I mean, I don't feel bad for LeBron James.
I don't either. I don't either. But I'm just saying that's the money. That's the money that their NBA is losing.
That's the NBA. Can you imagine how much
lower us people?
Thousands. People are losing that they can barely.
Us regular Joes.
Fuck LeBron James. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying that's the number, though. You know what I'm saying?
But good.
It's crazy. It's just crazy how it's affecting all these people, especially for the sports world, and it's trickling down from the top all the way to the bottom.
I don't care if it's affecting an athlete who should have saved money, and they have money for accountants, and they have money for savings, and they have money for restaurants, and they have money for.
Okay, what about the role players then, who don't have that kind of money?
That's what I care about. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear about an athlete who's going to lose out $9 million. I don't care. I want to hear about the mom who's not going to be able to feed her fucking kids, who's not going to be able to pay her fucking rent. That's what I want to hear about. I don't give a fuck about LeBron James losing $9 million. Who cares? That's not what I care about.
That's just the number that they put out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we should be caring about all those other people who are going to be losing out. Like, good job, Mark Cuban. I do applaud you. I do. Just like I applaud what's his name? What's his name?
Kevin Love.
There you go. I don't even know what we're talking about. Kevin Love. I applaud you too. Good job. Thank you. But what about the rest of the world? You know what I mean? Like, what about all those other players? You have a platform out there. You have money. You have an ability.
Hopefully, a lot of people follow in Kevin Love's footsteps.
If you want your $9 million, do something, LeBron James. Don't just sit on your ass.
Hopefully, they'll follow Kevin Love's footsteps.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I can't feel bad about somebody who's got money for days, literally shooting out his ass. He takes a shit, and makes money. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. I mean, he gets his endorsements and all that. Yeah, why don't you put it to good use?
Somebody like that. You know, I don't feel bad for somebody like that. I feel bad for somebody who's legitimately struggling, who's legit. Like, why couldn't they do that before? They still could have had all. They still could have let the players play, but this other motherfucker over here decides to go touch everything and go with everybody. They should have had.
That was the reason why they freaking suspended the damn season.
That's their fault too. They're an organization. They have doctors, right? They can't get their.
Well, actually, it's not. It's the Utah organization is what it is. It's not the NBA itself. It's the Utah organization.
But they play for the NBA.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So as an organization, NBA should have taken care of their players and made sure not just that
when it
one
comes
team,
to taking
it should
care
have
of their
been- it should
players,
have been
it's
everybody.
the own organization
the owners
itself.
should have come together and said, "This is already this big. If we want, to
They've
still
already
make
done that.
money, if we still want to employ other people, they could have employed all. They could have kept all those people employed. They could have done what they had originally said they were going to do. Allow the players to play the game with just their families come in, and those.
But that was the
people still-
NCAA though.
I'm just saying it's it could have happened just like with the big athletes. That could happen too. Why not? Why can't you do that? Why can't it just be on the TV? Why can't you still have those people, if they want to work, voluntarily come in? I understand people don't want to. Other people do that for part-time. That's fine. But what about the people that need the money? That need
Well,
to
hopefully
be at
they
work?
follow in Cuban and
That's what I'm
Kevin
talking
Love's
about.
footsteps, because I mean, like I said, it doesn't just, it trickles all the way down
It
to the
does.
very bottom
It
of
does.
the organization, or should I say the stadium itself, the people who work there, who give you the beer, make the food, make sure you check your tickets and all that stuff, your
Parking
security.
attendants.
It's like, for instance, the Houston Rodeo got shut down because of
Yeah.
this thing, and all those people who
Yeah.
put money into that
Mhm.
entrepreneurially lost it, are not getting it back.
All those kids that worked all year, those FFA kids, that
Yeah.
all the
They're not
you
getting
know,
anything back.
nothing. It's sad. It's really sad.
This thing has
It's-
gone horribly bad. Granted, and thank
Look,
God
they
in
just
San
canceled-
Antonio.
Look, NHL season suspended due to coronavirus
Yeah, I know.
pandemic.
We said that.
Boom! I didn't hear that. I just saw right now.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Sorry, I was getting mad.
She's just getting
I was
upset
getting
because
mad at
she's
$9 million.
speaking the truth. She was speaking the truth. And she is. I mean,
On your foot.
it comes down to the average Joe who works there at that particular stadium or venue, make their living off of the team who plays there or whatever. It's like most towns when it has double team.
Oh, MLB, NBA, NCAA, NHL
Yeah,
all
we said all
suspended.
those.
suspended.
Yes.
Holy shit!
That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
I was only on NBA and NCAA. I wasn't on MLB and NHL.
I
didn't hear
mentioned
any
all
of that.
those.
I didn't hear. I'm
Mhm.
looking right now at the TV. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All of them are for the NBA, it's suspended for 30 days. For the NHL, it's their whole freaking season so
That's
far,
crazy.
as far as we know. For the Major League, it's all spring training and an opening day,
And
as
you
far as
know,
we know.
We're only talking about big athletes here, okay? That's all we're talking about here. We're not even talking about.
No, I'm talking about everything in general, what has to do with all those major organizations and the people
but
who
you're
work there.
Okay, but listen, you're talking about major organizations. You're not even touching on little organizations. My gym, for example, that I work at, right? I coach gymnastics and cheerleading at a gym,
Mhm.
okay? And the girls that train, these girls are training all year. They come every day after school. They're there for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. These
Mhm.
girls aren't going to get to compete.
No, they can't travel.
Their competitions are.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
their
It's
meets-
trickling all the way. It's a
all
domino
their-
effect
their
going all the
meets
way
are
down.
done. These little girls who work their butts
High
off
school has
every
canceled all their
day.
shit.
You know what I mean?
All the
Like,
high school events of
Yeah.
what sports are done. It's trickling all the way down to basically to like how you were saying
guys, it's crazy.
to your gym, which is almost considered like a Pop Warner League to gymnastics. For the term of that, that they can't be able to travel. I'm not saying it's a
I
Pop
know,
Warner
I know.
League. I'm just
I
giving an
know.
example of
I
what
know,
they
I
do.
know, but it's not.
It's not that type of. It's not like a Pop Warner
I
football game.
know,
I'm just
I
saying
know.
it's young
They
kids
just go to meets. That's
doing
it.
their
It's
thing.
just a bunch
It's
of people.
competition
That's
that
all
they,
it is.
but they can't do. They can't
Yeah.
travel because of the coronavirus.
Yeah,
All because of that. All because of this virus. They
Mhm.
can't go anywhere.
it's crazy.
Thank God in San Antonio we don't have any big major.
What do you mean? Yes, they shut down North Star Mall. I know what you're saying. Okay, fine.
But yet it's
They still
open,
shut
right?
down North Star Mall.
Wow, for what? 30 minutes,
It
and then it
still
freaking
happened.
reopened.
It still happened.
It didn't matter. They still reopened the darn thing. It's not like it's shut. It's okay. It's not like it's happening in fucking Italy, dude, where 200 people already died.
Yeah.
It's not like Europe.
Oh yeah, China.
Okay, what's what I'm saying? Thank God in San Antonio we don't have anything that
Yes. thank
freaking
you, God.
epidemic or pandemic, right?
Yes.
Thank God.
Thank you, God.
Because we wash our hands, hopefully, right, everybody?
No, you don't. I've seen you.
Okay, at least 50% of the city, 60. I don't know.
But I've seen you.
I'm pretty sure everybody in this room washes their hands.
I notice. If I've been in the bathroom with you before and you don't wash your hands, I notice, and I say something too. I'll be like, "Oh, you gross. You should wash your hands." I'll say it. I don't care. I don't.
Gross.
What if you're making my food? That's gross. You just wiped your ass and then you touched my fucking plate that I'm gonna put in my mouth. And you don't think that I haven't seen people do that before, bro? Let me tell you, I've seen plenty of people do that before. That's disgusting.
That's gross.
Why? Why would you do that? Do you go home and feed your kids like that? That's gross.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Me too. That's nasty.
I wash my hands like 4 or 5 times, like in just like one.
And I scrub. I like.
Like I'll wash my hands twice right after I go
scrub
to the
my
bathroom.
hands,
And then
dude.
like if I go to the kitchen like to make something, I have to wash my hands there because I'm like, no, I just feel like I have to wash my hands. That's gross.
But it's just it's a domino effect. It's going all the way down. And for those people who work in those venues, I really hope something happens for you guys within the 30 days of the NBA is not going to be playing. We know March Madness is gone and out the window. Even for those small cities that were hosting events for March Madness, not the Final Four itself, but like the rounds and all that stuff to get to the Final Four. They're not going to be able to provide and to
next month
make any money.
Next month is the orange and white bowl. That might not even happen.
Well, for UT, well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know how far it's going to go. That's why the NBA is saying 30 days. That's all we know for right now. It can go on longer than that. That's why I gave you that number of the 9 million if that does happen. And that's, it's just crazy that if it goes for that long, that the NBA season will probably start up until freaking July. That's nuts. And you know what's crazy, dude? The NFL lucked out. The NFL has lucked out when it comes to this. They had their Super Bowl in February, and like literally 2 weeks after, boom, that's when this whole coronavirus thing happened. Like it blew up. And as far as I know, when it comes to the NFL, everything's still on track. They're still thinking about doing the NFL draft or having it in April. Nothing has changed so far. But if the NFL draft doesn't come about, they can still do that stuff over the phones and all that stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter. They're not losing anything. But it's just the people within those venues are losing. The average Joe, like myself, who go to a 9-to-5 job and make a living, won't be able to make a living at least for 30 days. So hopefully the organization is taking a page out of Mark Cuban's book or taking a page out of Kevin Love's book. Even the athletes can take a page out of Kevin Love's book.
Yeah, dude.
And, donate some of your cash to them. What do you got to lose, dude? You're a freaking millionaire. Use it.
And if
Why not?
That's your fault.
You spend your money, Yeah. It's like Ballers. You ever the Baller show? Like how people just spend their money on shit. The athletes do that, dude. That's why I love that show. It's so crazy to a
And you worked hard for it. That's fine.
You can spend it whatever you want to spend, but don't come crying when you lost all your money.
When your community needs you, be there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Take out a page of Timmy's book. Just say it.
Oh man, but it's just so crazy. It's nuts. I just hope everybody lands on their feet. I hope this thing just comes and goes. Hopefully they find a damn vaccine. Everybody gets it. I'm pretty sure those pro athletes already fucking got it.
Probably not, but
or Tom Hanks probably got it already.
I hope you wash your hands.
But yes, please wash your hands. Wash your hands at least in hot water. And the funniest thing, what kills virus is heat. Thank God it's getting hot here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is going to be it. Our time is up here when it comes to the film room. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in live here downtown at Southtown 101. We are at Pub Sports Radio Studios. We are going to be back here next week, same time, same place. We hope you all enjoyed this show. We'll see y'all next week. We are out. I am your host, Texas Jew, along with Amanda Rogan. We'll see y'all next week. We are out. Peace.
Hey, baby, give me some bubble gum in this